Hi folks, I'm Judd. I'm a professional astrologer with over 35 years consultative experience to my name. These are my astrological forecasts for the year 2015 for each sign of the zodiac. Enjoy. And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Leo for the whole of the year 2015. And the general synopsis for this coming year is seen as generally favourable for the vast majority of you. There's certainly going to be opportunities for significant growth and development, tinged with both the willingness for boundary and structure on the one hand, whilst embracing the need for novelty and change on the other. So a kind of revolutionising of restrictions, a revolutionising of boundaries and limitations seems to be on the cards over the course of this year, and it's difficult to find anything majorly wrong with the majority of you in 2015. It will go down in the record books as being one of the more, not so much fortunate, but fortuitous years of recent times, in that there will be opportunities around you, and if you take them you'll do well, and if you choose not to take them then you lose nothing. Pluto's working from Capricorn, and that's not really directly affecting you, so there's no sign of what I would call any type of new levels of intensity or extremism. There's no sign of crisis or trauma, and you don't seem to be sabotaging yourself. So psychologically you look pretty clean, at least as far as the fundamentals go. Similarly, Neptune working from Pisces isn't directly challenging most of you, so there's no sign of confusion or distortion. There's no escapism or avoidance or gullibility. You're not kidding yourself. The subliminal, the transpersonal, the neurotic and psychological sides of life, for the majority of you, as far as if it's working, don't fix it, you know? There's no sign of problems here, so don't go looking for them. The unconscious and subconscious is working. Uranus, the more semi-conscious, the change bringer. Uranus and Leo have a fairly healthy relationship much of the time, as long as Leo doesn't get too stubborn or stuck, or Uranus doesn't get too fanatical, which can sometimes be the case. But over this coming year, Uranus working from Aries is going to be certainly working very well with a number of you. It's going to be strongly affecting in a very positive way. From the start of January through to the end of March, Uranus is going to be finishing off the positive times that it's been bringing to people born from perhaps August the 6th to August the 10th birthdays, maybe August the 5th to August the 9th. From April onwards, it's going to really turn its positive, opportunistic, fortune-bringing, windows of opportunity-bringing attention for a whole year into the lives of those people born perhaps August 10 through to August 13. And this should be a very positive and growthful year. In certain ways, these people are some of the most fortunate in the zodiac. Saturn will be bringing some very stable and positive energy into the lives of those people born at the start of Leo, i.e. July 22, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6. You should find the majority of this coming year is actually really solid and down to earth, but there's no sign of any new restriction or blockage, and everything is fairly consistent and healthy. Whereas Saturn will be squaring the Sun of those Leos born at the end of Leo. So here I'm looking at those people born around August the 18th, 19th onwards, and here you may find that the sudden blockages and restrictions that occurred at the end of 2014 may revisit in different ways over the middle of 2015, i.e. June, July, August. If so, this will be a 2 to 3 month period of more gravity than normal, but not life-changing, and it will be over by the middle of September. And of course, Jupiter's in Leo. It's not really affecting those of you born before August the 4th, 5th, in what I would call major personal changing ways. That happened more in the third quarter and the fourth quarter of 2014. But for those Leos born from August the 5th, 6th onwards, and particularly those born from August the 6th through to perhaps August the 13th, you're going to find that the period of April, May, June is very fertile, very fortunate and growthful, very expansive, and that there's real opportunities for you to take big steps forward. And this will then transpose into the lives of the remaining Leos towards the end of their sign, i.e. born towards the middle 10 days of August. This will become true in the months of June, July, August. Jupiter leaves Leo in the middle of August, and at that time all of you will go through some type of collective sigh and download, and things will then achieve a much more steady, consistent and stable pace again, and won't be so over the top. Certainly the last 4 months of this year are looking at being much more gradual and consistent and regular than the first 8. As long as you, this is a good year for taking chances. It's not a good year for taking risks. There's some real opportunities around, especially over the period of May, June time, possibly July as well. So antennae up, but be wise and astute enough to know when to say, I think I'll stop here, I've had enough. As far as 2015 goes, Leo, it's got to be a good one. Have a healthily expansive and growthful year. There you go, folks. I hope that was helpful and informative. I believe astrology should be free. I think that if astrology was taught in schools, we'd see an end to warfare within 2 generations. And in that context, I want to put as much astrology free into the world as I can. But it does cost. Your donations, month in, month out, the £1, the £5, the £10 a month that you send me, really help me keep this going. Thank you. Keep them coming. And look what I've got. And there's a new one on Mercury coming out later this year. So if you want to get these or find out about all my gigs travelling around the world this coming year lecturing on astrology, email me, steve@stevejudd.com. See you next year. Bye.